Hello everyone and welcome back. Last time, we started the Fire Temple. We started our journey into the Fire Temple, or the Goron Mines, if you want to call it something more official. I would call it the Fire Temple because it's more akin to a Fire Temple than a mine, but... I mean, it is a mine per se, but you know what I mean. It feels weird to call it a mine per se. Anyway, it feels weird to call a mine not a temple, but it feels weird to call this area not a temple. But I get it. It is a temple. Why does it do that every time? Anyway. This is Goron Mines. I should really introduce the area. It is a bigger dungeon in terms of floors, but it really isn't anything too crazy as far as scale. Now, it does take longer through this one because there is a lot more in this dungeon than last dungeon. There's a lot more to this one. A lot more puzzles. Last time we went through a dungeon, it wasn't super lengthy. But anyway, back to what I was saying, like, last video. This is to the Congo, I believe. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the idea that that's a Dodongo. One of the more standard Zelda enemies. Last time in Zelda canon that we see these, the first time we see these guys, they eat the bombs that you try to put in their mouth. This time, you want to strike the tail. Kind of need to pull him forward. There we go. Dodongo dead. Okay. Wait for the fire. Wait for the fire. Okay. You can stun him with the boomerang, but it doesn't really do you a whole lot of good to use the boomerang. Alright. Now, what we want to do is we want to pull. And honestly, we might want to consider just leaving the rupee chest alone so we don't have to worry about it. Ah, I missed a jump. Also, yes, he literally does drown in a pool of fire. He is dramatic as they come, and we have to do that whole entire part again. Thankfully, the enemies don't respawn, so that's good, I guess. But it means that we have to do all of this parkour once again. As long as we time our jumps right. Basically, you see what we had to do there. We had to pull this thing. You have to pull it. We need to pull it. Move forward, move forward. Shift camera, jump, and make it through the door. Alright. So, this will showcase our next mechanic. This showcases our next mechanic. These little metal floorings allow us to be magnetic and walk on them. They're pretty important for what we need to do. Alright, we will come in here, and I see a potential friend. Oh, I thought I felt a presence, but it was a surprise to find a young human. It's come to me of you, and if Goron has faith in you, then your heart must be true. I am one of the four Goron elders. I am Goramoto is my name. You are heroic, young human. And then give us a key shard. You want to go to each of them and get the key shard. Now open this chest, and we get the dungeon map. It shows us all of the dungeon. So we have a lot to discover in floor 1, and a lot to... There's not a whole lot to floor 1 per se, but there is a lot to do in floor 2. In the second floor. Like, there's a lot to this place. Now if you look, there's a lot of cool little, like, emblems decorated around this place. Can't take that, because we don't have it. We don't have more room. So let's climb up the ladder. And basically, I'm gonna say this, that... Oh, hey! It's our good friend Okuku! Phew! Free at last! Gracious, you're that nice fellow who helped me out the other day. How nice to see you again! Well, now that we found each other again, let's stick together for a bit, I'll be right with you, so if you want to warp out, just let me know. Okay. So, now, with her and her attached to us, we're gonna do what I want to do, which is go back this way. She serves as a great way to go spend your money. There's a lot of good chests here. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna continue progressing at least for this video, and then I'll go backtrack and buy some stuff, see if we can get things. Anyway, you wanna do this. Now, this controls rather funky. So you can use pretty much only the iron boots, your sword, the iron boots and the sword, and an item that you get later. But I'm not going to talk about the item that we get later until we get that item. You do want to come this way because there is a chest here. Cool, we killed that fella. Boop. Let's grab this chest real quick. This should be something. Aha! It is a piece of heart. We have one more and we get another heart container. And considering this is a dungeon, there's 2 heart pieces, meaning we'll get a 5th heart before the dungeon's end. Oh, I turned myself around. Up, I did it again. Oh no. Oh no. Come on, Link. Oh my gosh, this controls. There we go. So yeah. This can't be good for Link's health, right? Like, anybody else think this is a bad idea for, like, the health of our hero? I don't know. I mean, this does kind of take a whole new meaning to being a hero. What was I saying earlier? Oh, the factoid about Link. The stuff about how, at least as it is for this game, Link kind of is a very interesting character in this. So I want you to take into consideration, right, that Link, well, I want you to take in consideration what we've learned so far, right? So the Forest Temple had a lot of Kokiri emblems in it, The monkeys were strange, kind of. They had a... Like, if you notice, they were, like, decked out. Not decked out, but you know what I mean. They were kind of a little bit strange, at least to the normal viewer, right? Well, if you look at it, and like, they're a little strange, the monkeys are strange, they didn't show up as spirits. They showed up as spirits and not animals. Which was weird, because most animals in Twilight are not animals. So that's where the weirdness comes in, right? So like, what we know as like, so that's a little weird, and some people, myself, believe that because they aren't normal, we consider them to be we consider them to be the representation of a period. In this, the Gorons are alive, and they accepted some treasure from Hyrule to guard it, right? Or as a secret treasure for being friends with the Hylians. And it's just strange. It'll go into more detail about this. I'll go into more details about this later. But it's heavily implied that this secret gift given to the tribes, given to the different races in Ocarina of Time, were not good gifts, I should say. Or treasures that they were given, or something to that effect. Anyway, we saw the pathway forward. I think this is a good place to stop. So I'm going to catch you all in the next episode of Twilight Princess. I'll catch you next time.